Good evening, and welcome to another exciting adventure of Batman, not the Long Halloween, but Dark Victory, the sequel, the Long Halloween. We are reading issue 7 tonight. Joining me is my trusty crew. They're not credited because a certain felt can't credit them, so I give them credit personally. Marania is here with me.
Hello.
I'm also joined by the Lester sisters, Melissa and Amy Lester.
Hi.
Alrighty, I'll share my screen and we'll get this going.
I'm not sure I'm the right person for the Batman, but I'm here.
Right? Chapter 7. Fools.
That guy's got letters all around his head.
Mm-hmm.
Does the artist or the letterist do those, I wonder?
Well, also there's two looks like two photos in there. It looks like a Batman on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then
And it looks like maybe a cat.
maybe.
What an interesting way of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Get your hands in the air!
And shake them like I don't care, right?
That's the only way to do it.
On Halloween night, Police Chief Clancy O'Hara was hanged from the Gotham City Bridge.
Oof.
The children's game Hangman was written on the note pinned to the body. No one, none of you are safe, was the message. 5 months later, there have been 5 more hangings all across Gotham City's police officers, all on holiday. Last night, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Watch Commander Stan Merkel became victim number 6. Although not all of the victims were well liked or even respected, they once wore blue.
What's he doing? Space, cover up.
They were part of a family with a code to protect their own. That makes anyone suspect. Even me. None of you are safe. I didn't have sufficient time to examine Merkel's body before the police arrived. But I suspect that the Merkel was killed elsewhere and then hung up here, once the home of Harvey and Gilda Dent. Bam. Hold your fire, for God's sake. Hold your fire. The Hangman's killer, or killers, have gone to great lengths to point the investigation toward the former district attorney. The question is, why?
She must have changed magazines at some point.
Mm-hmm.
She has a magic gun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
What do you think you're doing here?
I have a magic gun. I don't have to stop shooting. You told us, sir, that if Batman interfered with our investigation, we were to take appropriate actions.
Just shooting up a quiet little neighborhood sound like appropriate action to you, Lopez? Batman is not the enemy, despite what any of you might believe. If he had the slightest grasp of the hood, he's done for Gotham City. For all us who will wear the badge. And besides, he's probably a mile away from you now by now. Now secure the area and see if you can calm down some of these neighbors until the enemy arrives.
Yeah.
I've got to call Merkel's wife. Two weeks later.
Hey, you're not leaving?
The life Harvey Dent knew was destroyed when acid was splashed in his face while prosecuting Sal, the boss, Ronnie. He became unhinged
a second personality emerge. It's late, Porter. I'm due in court. His name is Two-Face.
What?
And Gilded End, his one true love, has never been heard from since. State your name for the record.
Julian Day, the calendar man.
And you are called the Calendar Man because you committed crimes that coincided with the calendar, correct?
Yes.
You understand that the entire proceeding, this grand jury inquiry,
Cowabunga!
Mhm.
I
Ooh.
know.
is for us to determine the hangman's identity.
I do.
And this hangman commits crimes that coincide with the calendar just like you do.
My crimes never included murder.
Never.
Never.
Who prosecuted you for your crimes?
You did.
Me?
Harvey Dent did.
There was another serial killer in Gotham who also used the calendar, wasn't there? For almost a year, you provided Batman and Police Commissioner James Gordon with information regarding the holiday's killer's identity.
The calendar man was being forgotten. That was unacceptable.
Did you know who the holiday killer was all along? Did you?
Yes, I did.
Did you tell them?
No,
I want you to tell me.
Holiday was actually.
No. I want you to tell me. Who is a hangman?
Given the facts we have, the notes left at the scene, all apparently coming from his files, coupled with his knowing each of the victims. The obvious answer is Harvey Dent.
A little bit too obvious, don't you think? Those tattoos on your head, have you always had them?
What? No, they're new.
You never had them before?
I just said that.
But we can agree, can't we? That just as a man can change his face, he can change his crimes as well. To also include murder.
Are you accusing me?
The longer they suspect Harvey Dent is the hangman, the more complicated things become for us. It has to stop. Now, who is the hangman's next victim? Answer the question, Calendar Man.
If Harvey Dent's files are being used by the hangman, and Dent knows who is in those files, maybe you should ask him. But you'll have to act quickly.
Why is that?
Today is a holiday. It's April Fool's Day.
The Falcone estate near Wayne Manor. Alberto Falcone is under house arrest, supposedly unable to leave the grounds. I've got something for you. Wait, you do? Do you? On the coffee table. Open it. Baby bottle nipple. The handle taped just like you like. Pick it up.
No.
It's just what you've always wanted.
Mm.
It's what you think I've wanted, given who you are.
Into yourself again, Alberto?
Was I talking to someone, Sophia?
Never mind. Mr. Murty and I want to see Bobby Gazzo in Metropolis. My godfather is going to have words with our brother. Mario Falcone made a very big mistake by taking sides against the family. Where did you get that?
Where did I get what?
That box. It was Papa's. It sat on his desk for years. Then it sat on my desk in my penthouse until your brother locked me out. I'm only gonna ask you once, Alberto. Are you in with Mario and against me?
You and Mario do what you want. Hey, I have my own plans.
Uh-huh.
Wayne Manor, the night of April the 1st. What am I missing? The notes themselves, the way the hangman game is being played, there are mistakes. Discarded letters, which are a part of the puzzles. Insufficient discarded letters to actually build the hangman. It's almost as if there's no way to win the game. Do discarding letters mean anything? B for Batman. J for Joker. D for Dent. D for Dent. I can't ignore that the notes were all written on things relating to Harvey. A torn newspaper headline of the holiday goes free. His stationery, police reports, from his cases, the deed to his house. The photograph of Gilda. Yes, Dent knew each of his victims, but so did Gordon and all the other police and criminals who were left in Gotham City at the time, including the Falcone and Maroney crime families. Just kidding. And if it's not Harvey, who stands to gain the most by having it appear to be Harvey? What am I missing? No one is safe.
Sir,
No one is safe. The first message.
begging your pardon, sir, the message is none of you are safe.
That's what I said, Alfred. If you can't help, you can help. Just leave. Look, these notes are copies, and I can't even determine what the real ones were written with. Paint? Crayon? Blood? And if it was blood, whose blood? The new DA, Porter. She's got them all convinced that I'll contaminate the evidence. Stall the investigation. Me. Maybe I should be investigating her.
Governor Bruce, perhaps I could be of some service if you would tell me the order in which the killings took place.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The order, starting with the first.
O'Hara. Loeb. Pratt. Brandon. Merkel.
Pratt came after Brandon, and you did not mention Flass. He was third.
Batman's not very good at this.
When you began this hangman investigation, you told me about how you had been wrong about the holiday murders, how you thought it was Harvey Dent. And when I suggested that anyone could be fallible, you insisted that Batman cannot.
What does he want me to say, Alfred?
Oh no. It's not what you could say, sir. It's your decision on handling this alone, without even another pair of eyes to help, without Jim Gordon, without Catwoman, even without me.
I can't be wrong.
Yes, the sum of your worst fears, made only worse, in my opinion, since Christmas Eve, when you began avoiding Miss Kyle's company.
Selina? But on Christmas Eve, I was trying to capture the Scarecrow. I remember now, I was exposed to his fear gas from that doll.
Yes, sir. I'll fetch my medical bag.
Alfred, thank you.
The only problem with being alone, Governor Bruce, is being alone.
I'm sorry, did I wake you? It's almost midnight. Look, go back to sleep. I'll be home soon. No, it was holiday, Barbara, and I had to be there. In case you know, well, you know. Okay, I'll be careful. I just wanted you to know that it's nice to have someone to come home to.
Oh.
I've missed your sandwiches.
Mhm.
Dear God, have I missed them?
They're pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I love you, too.
Not just the sandwiches.
Who's up here? Who turned on? Bleh! Bam! Eh.
I didn't want you to think I was you, Harvey.
Ooh. Ugh. Sorry to disappoint you, bats, but stop. He cut me down, Batman.
What were you doing up here? Did you turn on the bat signal?
Someone wants you to think Harvey Dent is the hanging man. He isn't. Did you see who it was, Harvey? Harvey is never coming back, Jimbo. Get used to it. Particularly to help a pair of old fossils. Don't try to follow me. I've got 2 marksmen on 2 different roofs. You touch me, bats, they kill Gordon. Double jeopardy, so to speak.
Two-Face! Did you see who else was up here?
Go to hell.
Are you all right?
Oh, Rack is going to be sore, but Barbara can work miracles with her hands.
Barbara? Miss Gordon has returned?
She has my son, too. Batman, do you believe him?
Does Two-Face tell the truth? Isn't that what he wanted? Isn't that Two-Face? Isn't that what he is?
You're gonna just...
Oh, he could have just set up your hanging just to throw us off. Or maybe he was telling us that Harvey wasn't the hangman, but Two-Face is.
But there is no note. The real color always leaves a hangman game.
Didn't have time, or... Wait, what is that? Did you drop that?
Oh no, that must be Harvey.
Or the killer? Yeah, that's it. Skipped. It's a police report that goes back a few years before our time. The arresting officers were Sergeant Clancy O'Hara and Patrolman Stan Marco. The prosecutor was Assistant DA Harvey Dent. Jim, this was one of Harvey's first cases. They had arrested Mario Falcone.
Hmm.
The Ace Trucking Company is controlled by the Maroney family and run by Anthony Fats Zuko.
You're healing up real good, Eddie. Not many of us left can take a bullet like you did.
Yeah, we got much bigger problems, Zuko. With those freaks ripping us off right and left, it's cutting into our take.
Exactly why you and me got to get matters into our own hands. Remember how I told you I've been thinking about the move and merchandise in a whole new way? A way nobody's ever done before?
Sure, Zuko, but what about the Marones and the Falcones?
Screw 'em. This is something for us, for our families. And if it works, we can be bigger than both of them.
Coming soon, the Flying Graysons.
So all I gotta know, Eddie, is are you in or out?
Sure, I could join the circus. That sounds like fun.
I think that's
Sharpshooter, maybe?
And with that, we end this right here. This issue 7.
Mhm.
I hope you guys had fun.
I did.
Hang in there, Robin.
Oh goodness.
Yes, hang in there, Robin. After we just had somebody almost get hanged with a noose, the Hangman games.
Well, it was an April Fool's. You think about it.
Yes,
That-
it could be.
That's an interesting idea. Well, this is exciting. I hope. I feel like they haven't really got a clear path where they're going yet, but certainly makes you want to see what happens next.
Well, their last hours a day, my young chum. They are. There's one clue we just learned. Mario Falcone
Yes.
was,
Falcone.
was the first arrest of Harvey Dent, Chief O'Hara.
Yeah.
So with that being said, will we find out that Mario Falcone is the holiday killer
Or the Hangman.
or the Hangman killer? Well, I mean, it still has on a
Either
holiday.
or. Either both.
Or will it turn out to be actually Two-Face the whole entire time?
Mm-mm.
Or he might be a plumber.
I have a feeling it's not a man.
You think it might be Gilda?
Or the current DA.
Ooh, we don't know. Well, that being said, I hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you next time for issue 8.
Yes, yes.
Until then, we'll see you when we see you.
See you then.
See you real
Bye,
soon.
everyone. Bye.